Hello, you beautiful soul, and from the Power Free, your favourite Facebook, TikTok criminal, coming at you with more of a spiritual message today. So, sometimes I get called to do these. So, should we do these two decks? I'm now offering videograms, my darlings. So, check the comments. If you'd like a personal videogram from me, check the comments. $9.99, £7.50 in English currency. Ask me a question. I'll do my best to answer it. I'll pick two decks and you get the videogram through Facebook in your notifications. Very cool. 1, 2, 3. So, message from your guides, message from the universe, message from spirit, I'm feeling, message from your angels. Listen to the voice within when it persists. So we've all got this inner voice. We've all got this intuition. Some of us stronger than others if you've been working on it. This is our soul speaking to us. How many times have you ignored it and maybe been with the wrong person, or stayed in a job too long, stayed in a relationship too long, went for the wrong person, as I said. We always know, and your gut never lies, or your soul is telling you. I get a real uneasy feeling in my stomach around some people, and I know they're not a good person. So listen to your soul, listen to your body, listen to the inner voice telling you when something's not right, and act on it. You know, it's not about punishing yourself. It's not about, beating yourself up and going, I should have listened. It's all lessons, it's all learning, it's all progression. So I don't see you doing it again, if that helps. Go within, darlings. Again, all the answers are within you. We can use cliches. Happiness comes from within. Trying to find peace and happiness is difficult, especially in this horrible world set up from every way to keep us down, to keep us away from our soul self. Meditation, however you go within, listening to music, gardening. Everyone's different as well, darling, but everything is within you, and we never find happiness out there. We never, a twin flame, a soulmate is never going to make us happy. That job, if we just have £1 million, then I'll be happy. And then say you get your £1 million and you're like, I still feel the same. This is all about you finding peace in this lifetime. Okay, and this is, I believe, again, it's an opinion, this is a secret to find our spiritual nature, to be at peace with ourselves, to realise there is something bigger. That's why meditation's so good, because it makes us take ourselves within, outside, connect to source, and it makes us realise that, look, there is more than this, daily grind. It's time to move forward. So whatever's held you back, whether it's trauma from the past, again, soul contracts, lessons, heartbreak, grief, pain, trauma, abuse. I'm sorry, darlings, but most spiritual people have been through most of this, or ticked off some big ones. Some horrific things have happened. But what we do is we go forward. I'm a great believer, and I've spoken to a lot of people about forgiveness. And I haven't got many people to forgive. Exes have treated me badly. I hold no hatred for them. I'm so glad they came in my life and they taught me the lessons. Your abuser, the person that caused you trauma, if you can get to that point where you forgive them, I'm telling you, spiritually, that is growth. That's amazing. Some of you won't be able to do it. And I realise I've spoken to a lot of people, and it's made me think, would I be able to forgive that? I've heard some horror stories from people I've read for, and I do think to myself, in their position, I don't know if I could get past that. I don't know if I could forgive and move on. A lot of people are like, I forgive, but I'll never forget, or they've scarred me so much, and I get it. Everyone's individual, and if you've gone through that sort of horribleness, no fault of your own, unless you believe in soul contracts, and then all of a sudden we've got to look at ourselves and go, well, I signed up for this shit. Why would I do that? I must be a fucking masochist. For years, I thought I was bloody Adolf in a former life. I was like, how can all this bad shit happen to me? It's all about soul's growth. And I hold no hatred, no anger, no bitterness. Again, it makes you ill. It eats you up from inside. Speak to someone. Counselling. A good friend. Write it down. Whatever it is, do a spell. Put it in a bin. Fucking burn it. Get it out to the universe. Find a way to release and move forward. We have got... The first step is taken. You have asked for help. And sometimes that is the first step. Whether it's from your angels, spirit, source, God, whatever you believe in. We have to admit, sometimes I can't do this on my own. Okay? And sometimes it is professional help. For me, it was bereavement counselling. And I know, looking back now, I handled everything very badly. But I think, because I was in a position where I was like, no one would fucking understand me. No one knows my pain. No one's been through this. And unfortunately, a lot of people have been through similar trauma to you, or worse. Again, it doesn't justify it. But if you need help, please do seek it, my darling. Any more messages from Spirit, Angels, Guides? 1, 2, 3. We've got practice freedom. Release the weight of judgment. Judging yourself. What could I have done differently? Again, that's the worst thing we can ever do. I believe our life is pretty much set. And these experiences come in to teach us. And you have to set yourself free, darlings. And detachment's so difficult because we are human. And we're always up there, aren't we? But that's the beauty of being human. Yes, emotionally, Again, look, I'm not telling you have to get over something if you can't. That's your decision. I'm telling you, if you can, then honestly, you will feel so much lighter. You will feel so much happier. You'll feel complete. And again, no one's coming in to complete you. It's down to you and putting the work in. And look, healing yourself, all of that. Inner child work, dark night of the soul work, looking at all the things that you've done wrong, other people have done wrong to you. It's never fucking ending, okay? And we can heal forever, and some of us are still going to be a little bit broken, and that's okay. Let it come forth. Give yourself permission to feel it. And sometimes, look, we don't feel it, we bury it. I've heard a lot of people say anger's the only thing that keeps me fucking going, Adam. If I haven't got this anger, what will I be? And again, I've still got anger issues. I've got a hot temper. But again, we have to feel it. I buried what I had to deal with for years and years and years. Reiki helped me. I let go of some of it then. Reflection, meditation. And for me, look, it saved my life because, again, it's always there. It's always there in the pit of your stomach. Listen, your inner child has something to say. So some inner child work, and listen to your inner child. Again, healing that child that couldn't defend himself. That person that is still a little bit lost and is still a little bit broken. They want healing. And for me, inner child work always comes down to remember before all the bullshit. Remember before this fucking world broke you. Remember what it was like to imagine magic, to believe in unicorns, fairies, dragons. I'm back there, full circle. Remember when there was wonder, there was hope, there's love, there's amazing things coming to you. Okay, and again, don't put too much on your shoulders. Healing trauma from your ancestors, breaking family chains. Deal with you first before you start looking at these bigger things. Past lives, oh my God, no pressure. Again, you can't do it all. You can't fucking take on these big epic things, and a lot of people go head first. And I think, start dealing with you before you start healing the trauma of your ancestors. Again, why do we have to take on that fucking trauma? Why do we have to break the chains? Why can't we have the love, the joy, the happiness, the births, the giggles, the happiness, the good stuff? It's very, very centered on, especially if we got trauma. Why bring in more? I want all of that from my ancestors, and I'm not taking on any of their fucking trauma. I've got enough of my own shit to deal with. Overall energy, let love guide you. Choose to see the good in the world today. And it is difficult, especially when we've been hurt. But there are a hell of a lot of good people. You may have come across some fucking wrong uns in your lifetime. Sometimes it's the people that are supposed to protect us as family, as friends. It's lovers, you know. But I'm telling you, I like to believe. I honestly do believe this. It's about 10% of the population. Most people are good at heart. I think we're geared up to be selfish these days, but then there's always good people. There's so many people out there trying to do good and help others. 1, 2. We're going to finish off with an angel affirmation. 3. So this might help, this may not. One card may have resonated, none of the reading may have resonated, and that's fine. If this doesn't, you know, as I said, your soul knows. The hairs on my arm stand up, or I feel a tingle. That's when I hear truth. If none of this has resonated for you, that's fine. Go and watch another reader. Maybe this isn't for you. It is a general. So again, you know, I'm trying to get everyone in. So I'm getting many stories. Your affirmation. Archangel Raphael, the healer, darling. A great angel to call in if you want healing. Okay. You are blessed to attract this angel card. For Archangel Raphael brings health, healing, and abundance. It will help you to develop your intuition and inner vision. Call on him if you need help in these areas now. He also protects travellers during journeys, so this is a fortuitous card if you're about to travel. If you're a healer or wish to be one, Archangel Raphael will direct pure divine energy to you. He works on the green ray of healing and balance, so visualize yourself surrounded by a clear green light and invoke his guidance. Your affirmation: I am happy, healthy, and abundant. I am happy, healthy, and abundant. And once you start believing it, you watch your life change, my darling. Once you drop all that shit that you're carrying, actually identifying it sometimes is the issue. For me, recently, last 2 years, it's been drink. You know, it was gambling. It was fucking codependencies, my self-worth. I mean, it is never ending. I'm sure there's something going to pop up where I'm going to have to do some work, but I'm not the perfect man. As I said, I've still got anger issues. I think that's why I got a puppy, because he's teaching me patience. I fucking wish. He's teaching me not to be a bellend. Anyway, right, let's do my spiel about me. So I mentioned videograms. We got the stick it up your arse deck for sale and private readings, £10 plus postage. Okay, so these cards are on sale for £10 plus postage. If you message my page, you'll get an automatic message. Ignore the £20 for those. It's only £10, but you must add postage. I'm not Amazon. I have to charge. Unfortunately, I'm a one-man band, baby. Private readings, again, on the automatic message. Videograms you can check out in the comments if you just want a 2-3 minute video where you want to ask a question. There's also, I also put links to all the cards I use on Amazon. If there's a deck you want to get and they're not on my list, please do contact me and I'll pop them on the list and I get a couple of pence. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, again, given up coffee recently, so I can only have 2 a day, but it's the thought that counts. If you'd like to PayPal me, there is a PayPal link, or you can send stars through Facebook, which is appreciated. Pretty much what keeps me going, your donations, darlings. There's also links to TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, whatever you're watching this on. Check the description or check the bio. It'll lead you to where you need to go. And all the automatic message is only on Facebook, okay? So, last but not least, if you'd like to become a subscriber, 111 Power Free 111 and TikTok, I do subscriptions, and if you become a subscriber, every day I'm live, you'll get a couple of cards. And you'll also get entered into a competition where you can win a private reading with myself each month. If you're on Power of Free on Facebook, it's a little bit more expensive, but you get a mini reading, and again, you get entered in the competition. Mini reading, and I try and go live every day. So if you're not seeing me on my lives, check your notifications. There is a video at the top of my page. I think that's all my ramblings. I don't think there's anything else I'm trying to flog or sell or please help a poor tarot reader. This is Adam, and he's struggling. And if you can sponsor a tarot reader today, text. I'm bullshitting. Anyway, I digress. Darlings, I hope that reading resonated with you. So on that note, I'm going to say love and light and all that fucking jazz. Bye, babies. Bye.